Notice that you are present in the midst of whatever you are experiencing. If I am listening to a meditation, I am present there. If I am eating a meal or walking down the street or talking with friends, I am present there. If I am upset or afraid or depressed, I am present there. Whatever I am experiencing, I am. The words I am signify our being or our presence, which pervades all experience, whatever we are experiencing. Normally, the content of our experience overrides our simple presence, the fact of simply being. So if we are feeling anxious, the feeling of anxiety overrides or obscures our being. If we are walking down the street, all the sights and sounds and textures associated with the experience fill the foreground of our experience, and our being or presence, as a result, recedes into the background. We lose touch with our being, so fascinated are we by the foreground of experience. Meditation or prayer is simply the reversal of this process. Instead of allowing our experience to overshadow our being, we allow being, the fact of being, to emerge from the background of experience and come into the foreground. We don't reject our experience or even turn away from it. We just cease being exclusively fascinated in it. And as a result, the content of experience recedes into the background of experience and being emerges in the foreground. That is the essence of prayer or meditation. Normally our being or our essential self is conditioned or qualified by the content of experience. So, for instance, when we say, I am lonely, our being seems to acquire the qualities of the feeling of loneliness. If we say, I am tired, our being seems to be conditioned or qualified by the feeling of tiredness. If we feel I am sick, then our being or our self seems to be sick, seems to acquire the qualities of the sickness. In other words, our being seems to be qualified by the content of experience. In the same way that a screen seems to be colored by the images in a movie. But in fact, just as the screen has no inherent color of its own, so our being has no inherent qualities or characteristics of its own. And it is for this reason that our being is said to be silent, transparent, still. All these words are meant to evoke in us, not to describe. It's not possible to describe our being. They are meant to evoke in us the felt sense of the nature of our being. Although our being seems to be mixed up with the content of experience, and as a result seems to acquire the characteristics or qualities of experience, in reality it has no conditions or qualities or characteristics of its own. It's transparent, empty, silent, still. And as we sink more and more deeply into our being, the more it loses the qualities that it borrowed from experience. Just as an image fades on the screen, it loses the colors that it borrowed from the image. While meditation or prayer is like the fading of the colors of experience. We sink more and more deeply into being. Colors of experience, which previously seemed to qualify it or condition it, fade, leaving our essential being, leaving our being in its essential condition, its colorless, pristine, transparent, silent, still condition. as all the qualities that our being borrows from the content of experience fade. Our being loses its apparent limitations. And at some point stands revealed as infinite being, God's being. This infinite being is the very essence of ourself as a person, but it is not itself personal. Utterly intimate or innermost, but impersonal and infinite. The one infinite being from which everyone and everything derives its existence. In other words, from the point of view of this being, there are no others. There is just itself. And this absence of otherness is the experience that we know as love. It is for this reason that love is said to be the nature of infinite being or God's being. The pigeon nesting in my chimney is joining in with is contributing to our meditation.